FHA SFR Appraising Handbook 4000.1, page 246. 11. Sales Comparison Approach section. The appraiser is required to report the number of comparable properties currently offered for sale as of the effective date of the appraisal and the number of comparable sales in the subject neighborhood within 12 months of the effective date of the appraisal. In this section, unlike the neighborhood price data, which includes all sales, this section focuses only on those properties that are comparable to the subject, not the universe of sales. If there was difficulty in locating comparable properties, for instance, the subject is a 4-unit property and one or more of the comparable properties was a 2 or 3-unit property, etc., then for the purposes of this section, all such properties in the subject's neighborhood are to be treated as comparable and counted. Field. Comparable properties offered for sale. Protocol. Enter the number of comparable properties currently offered for sale, including those under contract, within the subject neighborhood together with the price range. Field. Comparable sales. Protocol. Enter the number of comparable sales that occurred within the 12-month prior preceding the effective date of the appraisal and within the subject neighborhood together with the price range. Field. Address. Protocol. Enter the address that can be used to locate each property. Enter the community, if needed, to identify the property. For rural properties, list the location by road name, nearest intersection, and side road. Field. Proximity to subject. Protocol. Enter the proximity in straight line distance and direction. For example, 1.5 miles northeast or 3 blocks south. If the distance from the subject is more than a generally accepted distance or located outside the defended neighborhood boundaries, be sure to explain why the sale is applicable in the Summary of Sales Comparison Approach section. Field. Sale price. Protocol. Enter the contract price of the subject if applicable. Enter the purchase price for each of the comparable sales. If a comparable is in an active listing, enter its list price and comment that it is an active listing. If a comparable is a listing with a contract pending, enter the contract price if known. If not known, enter its list price and comment that the price noted is the list price and not the contract price. Field. Sale price / gross building area. Protocol. Enter the price per square foot of the GBA for the subject if a purchase transaction and each comparable sale. Page 247. Build. Gross monthly rent. Protocol. Enter the gross monthly rent for the subject property and each comparable sale. Build. Gross rent multiplier. Protocol. Enter the GRM for the subject property and each comparable sale. A manual check on the software calculations is recommended to test for accuracy, as the appraiser is responsible for the data contained in the report. Use the sale price divided by the gross monthly rent. Field. Price per unit. Protocol. Enter the price per unit for the subject property and each comparable. Field. Price per room. Protocol. Enter the price per room for the subject property in each comparable. Field. Price per bedroom. Protocol. Enter the price per bedroom for the subject property in each comparable. Field. Rent control. Protocol. Enter an X in the box indicating whether there is rent control or not. Field, data sources, protocol. Enter the data sources used for the sales and property information for each comparable. Field, verification sources, protocol. Enter the verification sources, the document or party from which the additional proof was obtained. MLS by itself is not considered a verification source. Contacting someone with first-hand knowledge of the transaction, agent, broker, buyer, seller, etc., especially where it involves confirmation of seller concessions, is the preferred method of verification. A single source may be used if the quality of data is such that sales data are confirmed and verified by settled transactions. Information provided must permit the reader of the report to locate the data from the source cited. Do not use market data sales that are not verified and adjusted to reflect the terms and conditions of sale. A. Value adjustments. Adjustments are made to the price of the sale properties for price influencing dissimilarities between each sale and the subject property. Not all dissimilarities require adjustment because not all dissimilarities achieve price differentials in the market. All adjustments must be extracted from and supported by the actions of the market. For each adjustment item, enter the description of the adjustment and whether it is an upward or downward adjustment. Do not make an adjustment unless it has material effect on value. Make adjustments only if the dissimilarity has a noticeable effect on the value. Small differences do not usually require adjustments.